Hi everyone, welcome to your week 15 video. So only one more week after this one. You're so close to being done with the semester. So let's just take a look at your week 15 checklist. So the normal discussion board is back this week, which means your initial post is due Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. and you must actively engage and respond to your peers by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. You'll also want to get started on your Media and Technology Portfolio, or MTP, for week 16. However, it's not due until Wednesday of week 16, so next Wednesday, and we'll talk about that during this video. So let's look at the instructions for your week 16 discussion board post. You're going to start by reflecting a little bit on your social media profile that you made. So for years now, you've been told don't post anything on social media that you wouldn't want your grandmother or future employer to see. So really, since its inception in the late 1990s and early 2000s, social media has changed drastically, and in some cases is really being used to identify people that would be good candidates for jobs. So that's kind of one of the reasons we did the LinkedIn social media profile. So, for your week 15 discussion post, you're going to provide a response to the following questions. So first, which professional group did you join on LinkedIn for people in your career field? And from what you can tell, what's their purpose? So what's the purpose of that group? Second, search the job postings on LinkedIn and identify one that you would be interested in applying for when you finish school. So hyperlink to the job posting and explain how you think you're going to be qualified for it after you graduate. So basically explain how you will meet, the minimum qualifications, requirements, skills, or whatever necessary for the job. The last two questions are about your media and technology portfolio, which I'm going to talk you through after this. But basically, you're going to answer, what do you plan to use to make your MTP? So whether it's Google Sites, Weebly, Wix, or something else, and why you decided to use that tool. And finally, you're going to indicate whether or not you have any questions about the requirements for your MTP. So your original post is due Wednesday, April 24th at 11:59 p.m. and you must also actively engage with the discussion board by reading the majority of your peers' posts and responding to at least 4 of them no later than Sunday, April 28th at 11:59 p.m. All right, so let's talk about your Media and Technology Portfolio, or MTP. So this is the last major thing that you have left to do in this course, and it's really more of a compilation of all the work that you've done so far. So this portfolio is due next Wednesday during week 16 on May 1st at 11:59 p.m. So again, it's not due this Wednesday, but it's due next Wednesday. So as I just mentioned, the purpose of the Media and Technology Portfolio is really for you to demonstrate all of the media and technology skills, knowledge, techniques, things that you've acquired this semester in a portfolio format. So basically, you're going to create a website that showcases your skills with productivity tools, video production, image editing, social media, and inquiry research. And you're going to put all of your artifacts into your portfolio, or you'll pull some of the artifacts that you've worked on this semester and put them into your portfolio. So for each of your artifacts, you're going to write a 4 to 5 sentence narrative that describes, how the knowledge, skill, or technique is important for your future. And a lot of this reflection you've actually already done for your assignments or in the discussion board, so you really can just copy and paste a lot of that. So again, you're really just compiling this portfolio. Through the creation of the portfolio, you're going to demonstrate your skills with web development. However, you're not going to be required to write a narrative for that skill. All right, so let's talk through what to do. So first, you're going to choose one of the free website builders to create your MTP. So all 3 of these that I have listed here are intuitive and easy to use. However, if you're familiar with something else and you would rather use that, I'm open to it. Just let me know ahead of time. So if I were completing this assignment, I'd probably just use Google Sites, because as you probably know by now, I love all things Google, and it's just really easy. However, choose what you like best. So if you need to, you'll create an account for whichever website builder you're using. If you're using Google Sites, everyone already has an account, whether it's through your Orange Mail or your personal Gmail. Okay, so each MTP should have a website title, and you're free to name it whatever you'd like. Additionally, you should have kind of like a home page, which is like the first page you see on a website. And it should have a professional photo of you, a brief bio about you, so like your major, your year, your career aspirations, a list of your technology skills, a list of any other job appropriate skills, and a button that links to your LinkedIn profile. So each of these website builders that I have listed here will allow you to include a button, and you'll be able just to link out. So if you have problems with that, just let me know. Okay, so in addition to your home page, you're going to have a separate page for all of the skills that you're showcasing in your portfolio. So that means you're going to have a page for your Microsoft productivity tools, your Google productivity tools, video production, image editing, social media, and inquiry research. So your Microsoft productivity tools page needs to embed or link to at least 2 of the 5 products that you created with Microsoft Tools. If you're going to be using your OneNote product, just make sure to embed or add in screenshots of it instead of linking out to the actual notebook, because it won't work for everyone. Additionally, on this page, you're going to have a section of text that describes, what you consider to be the pros and cons of Microsoft productivity tools, which is actually what you wrote about in your week 5 discussion. So the next one is Google productivity tools, and it's going to look nearly identical. You're just going to embed or link at least 2 of your 5 Google products instead of the Microsoft one. So, again, this page is going to have reflection that details what you believe the pros and cons of Google productivity tools to be, which is what you wrote about in your week 5 discussion. So the last, the next one, not the last one. So the next one is your video production page, and this will embed or link to your YouTube playlist that you created for MTA number 5 and added to an MTA number 6. So remember, for MTA number 6, you added your original video to your MTA 5 playlist. So your reflection on this page is going to include a combination of the reflections you wrote for MTA number 5 and number 6, and they cover, why you chose the topic, how you might use YouTube playlists in the future, your experience creating your video, and how you think how you think video production skills might be important or useful in your future career. So the next one is image editing, and this page is going to just embed the 3 images that you created for MTA number 7, and the reflection text will describe your experiences creating the images and the skills that you acquired in the process. So this actually might be the only new reflection that you need to sit down and compose for this portfolio. And finally, your inquiry research page should embed the infographic that you made for MTIP number 4, and the reflection should cover the topic that you covered, who you interviewed and why, and your biggest takeaways from the research that you conducted. So the final requirement is that your MTP is visually appealing and free of spelling and grammatical errors. So remember that I was an English teacher, and also consider the fact that many of you have really gotten away with some sloppy capitalization and punctuation use over the semester in your discussion posts and your reflections, so clean it up for this last project. I will be taking points off. Okay, so similar to MTIP number 4, you're going to add this assignment to a discussion post rather than to a Dropbox in Brightspace, and that's so other people can take a look at it and comment on it during next week, so week 16. So you're going to start a new thread in the week 16 discussion MTP forum, and then you're going to type the title of your whatever you have called your website in the body of your post, and you're going to hyperlink your title using a link that you got to your published portfolio website. So please make sure to test this in an incognito window so you can confirm that your website is actually published. With some of these, you need to make sure you hit that button so it kind of saves and actually does publish. So in adding your hyperlink to the discussion forum requires you to first click this insert quick link button that's highlighted right here, and then you're going to get this pop up. So once you see this, you're going to scroll down to URL, which is highlighted here, and then you will paste in your link, which you've hopefully already checked in an incognito window, and then you're going to make sure the link opens up in a new window like it's set to here, and then you will click save and you will just have your link right there. So make sure that you submit your post by Wednesday, May 1st at 11:59 p.m., which again is not this Wednesday but next Wednesday. Okay, So only things that are due this week are really the initial discussion post by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. And you should actively engage in the discussion board by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. But just because those are the only things that are due this week doesn't mean that you shouldn't be working on your media and technology portfolio. It's going to take a while to compile this, so don't wait till the last minute. And the 3 videos that I have in the content section of Brightspace for this week align with each of the free website builders I suggested, and they're really good tutorial videos about the features and how to use each. So, work on your MTP this week, and remember that it's not due till next Wednesday, but that will come quickly. So if you have any questions or need any assistance, please feel free to get in touch with me. I think that's all for now. Happy working this week, and let me know if you need anything.